Hello, I'm Mary Gordon from Roots of Empathy. I'd like to have a word with parents. Number one, congratulations and thank you. You're raising the next generation of citizens, parents, and world changers. So it's a bit of a challenge these days with parents managing so many responsibilities. Number one, your responsibility is your children. Normally it's just parenting them. Now it's teaching them. And also many of you are struggling with trying to do your work from the office at home. So this creates a lot of stress on parents, and it's good to be able to acknowledge that because the children are seeing it and feeling it, whether or not you mean them to. And it's perfectly lovely to be able to be vulnerable with your children and say, I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed with all the things I'm supposed to be doing. And this gives the children the entree to be able to share with you the things that they might feel a little bit overwhelmed about because they think you're perfect. It's wonderful if you can say, I made a mistake, or I wish I hadn't have done that, or maybe it doesn't matter that I didn't get to do the laundry. We have to have a couple of games or fun together. So I think this idea of sharing with the children how you're feeling allows them to share with you, because their mental health and well-being really depends on how they are able to come clean with how they're feeling. That if they simply have the ability to tell you, I'm worried about something, and you might not be aware of it, but children very often in this pandemic are worried about death. They're worried about death in the family. And if you have honest sharing with them, this will come up, and you will be able to give them the straight goods on it. And children feel very much supported when they're not alone in their concerns. So I would encourage you to look at your children's behavior and your own behavior with the lens of stress and anxiety. Everybody tries to do such a good job at everything, or being a perfectionist is not a good thing, because you don't acknowledge the things you've done well. You just seem to see what you didn't do well. And that's not healthy for children either. So the more you have opportunities to have relaxed conversations with your children about how you're feeling, which engages them in how they're feeling, you'll have happier times at home, and you'll have better regulated children, because now we know that many children are not well regulated. They're experiencing high levels of stress and anxiety. And the parent is the very best vehicle for calming this down, turning down the dial, and allowing the child to have a big hug. And a hug dissolves more things than a lot of words. So you have all these things in your power because the love you have for your child. And love is the best teacher of all, and it's the best reacher of all. So reach out to those kids of yours and let them know how well they're loved and how we're all in a bit of a mess at the moment.